right. Welcome. My name is Legend.
Hi, I'm Shane, and
And
we
we
are
are
the Film
Film
Junkie
Junkie
Pod.
Pod. Yeah.
All right. So, first thing we're going to get into today, we're just going to introduce ourselves here. Ledge, I'll let you go ahead and take the lead first.
Yes, so like I said, my name's Legend. We actually both go to Clarion University. We play football and we play safety as well together. So that was a big contributing factor to why we made this pod, and we both love movies.
Perfect. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Shane Kemper. I'm going to go a little bit further back. First time I knew of Legend Davis, we were playing against each other in high school football. Both two football players from the same county. Now we both play on the same college football team, both playing in the same position group, not the same position, but the same position group. So that's just a little bit about us. The next subject that we're going to get into is how film is important to us or has impacted us in general. So, you want me to go first, or do you want to go of how it impacted you?
I'll go first.
Okay.
It it all started, I was a kid. Um my parents' basement, we used to have like a movie collection, at least I'd say around 100 films. They were big collectors. And I remember I used to always go downstairs and look at the little side panels of the cases, take them out, admire like the covers. And then from there, my parents just showed me classic by classic, and it's kind of how my love for movies grew.
All right. I'm gonna go in with that a little bit too. I've always had a love for movies. Started at a young age, but the reason it's so important to me now is it kind of is like a nice, happy place. You get to go there. It's kind of like a destination away. It's like one of my favorite places to go. Just provides me with a lot of comfort. Going to the movie theater in general, get your popcorn. You're all excited. You're walking in now. Get them reclining seats. Back in the day, you had to kind of tough it out in some tougher seats. But also, big fan of the drive-in. That has also made me fall in love with movies more. There's nothing like
Definitely
watching a new movie in the drive-in, but also when they have like their classic nights and you go see a classic in the drive-in, nothing beats that. So
the double feature.
yeah, the
Can't beat it.
double feature, two movies for the price of one. Can never deny that.
That's right.
All right.
We want to get into our first
Yeah, let's get
subtopic.
into our first like real topic here.
So do we want to do? We'll start with our favorite
Yeah, let's
movies.
start with our
First, our
favorite. Yeah,
favorite
our favorite
movies.
films. We'll
Okay.
do our top five favorite films.
Okay. Um. So first, I want to point out my letterbox. Okay. It is Legend 15 is my letterbox. Go follow me.
I still have to get it. So I'm kind of lacking in that department, but I'll be getting
We're
it.
gonna get it. We're gonna get
Yeah,
him straight.
yeah, I'm gonna get straight on that. Let you give your number five. I'll give my number five.
Okay.
We'll go into your number five and see if I agree with it. But go ahead.
Okay. My number five is it's a personal. It's a hood classic. Not many have probably seen it. It's called You Got Served,
Okay.
and it's the dance movie.
Okay.
I also, I like to dance for the people that know me. So,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, that's my number five, starring Omarion, and Steve Harvey has like a little cameo appearance in it. But yeah, it's basically like a dance battle movie.
Love it.
But yeah, it's my number five.
Love it. Okay. My number five. It's gonna be the Christopher Nolan directed Oppenheimer. Just a
Wow.
great cast, great director. Didn't think I'd personally enjoy it. Thought the pacing, a couple people probably could say it was slow. For me, I was locked in the whole time, all 3 hours. Loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Thought it was perfectly directed film, perfectly casted film, and man, yep, it won all the awards for a reason, and that's definitely my number five on my top five favorite films. The rewatchable value is still there for me. Every time I rewatch it, I still think it's a classic. So it wasn't just a first time thing. So that's why it's my number five.
I cannot hate on that.
Yeah, no,
Oppenheimer is a great movie.
I
That's
mean,
very recent.
yeah,
So
no,
that's a big statement for it to make your
yeah, to
top
get my
five
top five ever
ever.
films.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
definitely a huge one.
All right. I respect it.
All right, Les, what's your number four here?
My number four, I think it's a solidified classic. My favorite slasher ever.
Okay,
Changed film. I believe
Okay.
it's gonna be the original Scream
Okay.
by Wes Craven, starring Nev Campbell. I mean, I just
Can't hate it.
yeah, you
You can't
can't.
hate it.
It's
The franchise is a classic. Can't hate it.
no,
It really defines the horror genre. And yeah, no, definitely can't hate that. It's
right?
definitely
Yeah. I think it just brought in a whole new thing for slashers. You know, it kind of brought in a little more comedy as well.
yeah, no,
So we
definitely.
got parodies off of it, like
Uh-huh.
Scary
Scary movie.
Movie.
Yeah,
So
that's a
like,
classic. That's a
so yeah,
classic.
it's gonna
I
be my
can't say anything.
fourth.
I got Ghostface tatted on me. I love it. It's
That's
awesome.
true.
It's awesome.
Hopefully I'll be able to see that
Yeah,
someday.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my number four is it's a split. It's a tie, and it's gonna go to Hunger Games Catching Fire, and
Wow.
also Harry Potter, The Goblet of Fire, Legend. Can't really touch on
Wow.
that, but Catching Fire, wow, that was definitely the best of the Hunger Games.
100%. I
Definitely the best of the Hunger
agree.
Games franchise.
I
Um,
agree.
Rewatchable value is still 100% there. I turn that thing on
Yes.
right now, and I'm
That's arguably a comfort movie.
yeah, no, like
Love that
that's what
movie. Yeah.
like that's a go-to. It's a classic. Goblet of Fire, in my opinion, best Harry Potter movie.
I have heard that.
Love it. It's brings all the things together to compete, and it's such a great. I don't know. It's a great
Robert
film.
Pattinson is in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
movie
yeah,
as
yeah,
well, isn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
I have.
It's a great film. It's a
Yep.
great film.
Okay. See, as you said before, I wouldn't know because I haven't seen the Harry Potter franchise, and that is one of my worst takes.
Yeah,
I will get there though. I will get there.
we'll get him there.
I want to watch it.
That's
I
one thing
do.
we'll get him into. He's gonna be a full on guy on Harry Potter here soon.
So you had a duel. That's a duel.
That was
So
my
you had
double.
okay. That's
That was
fair
just
enough.
four. I still have three, two, and one. Four was just tied.
I got you. That's
Okay.
respectable. Okay. So number three.
Yep, number three.
Okay, number three. I have David Fincher's Social Network,
Okay.
starring
Okay.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Kind of a little low.
You could say it's a little low. That's why I think my one and two, or my two and three, are kind of
Interchangeable.
interchangeable. But yeah, no, Jesse Eisenberg absolutely kills it as Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg and what known as the founder of Facebook, biopic. I just
Garfield killed it.
yes,
Uh,
Andrew Garfield smashed it.
love that movie.
Definitely
Love.
in the. I think that could be the best screenplay ever.
Yeah, no, I
It's
100%
very
agree.
quotable movie.
Yeah, quotable,
Scripts,
rewatchable.
yes.
Love that movie.
Uh,
Definitely. I
2010, I believe it came
yeah,
out.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my number three.
Okay, that's your number three. My number three is a Leo classic. I'm gonna go.
Uh,
And my number three is Inception. Love that movie.
okay.
Really makes you question a lot of things just in general. And
100%. Christopher Nolan always
yeah,
does.
yeah,
Man.
man, he's a killer. He's a killer, and his movies probably definitely my favorite director. He doesn't miss. He never just drops films just to drop films. When he comes out, something's definitely worth going to see. So Inception is going to go my number three spot.
So we got two Christopher Nolan movies on
Yeah,
top
yeah.
five.
Just wait.
Oh, there could be another appearance. Okay. No, but I definitely agree. That is when we get into later
Yeah,
our
we'll get in.
section on
We'll
Leo.
touch in later on some Leo
Yes.
classics, and but that's definitely my favorite. It's definitely at the top of my list. So,
Okay. I'm all
but
for it.
yeah, yeah. So, what's your number two? What's interchangeable with the Social Network?
So number two, Damien Chazelle's La La Land.
La La Land,
Oh, the heartbreaking classic.
the Emma Stone,
Yes.
classic. There.
Yes. So Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, as everybody should know. Everybody
Yeah.
should see La La Land.
Exactly.
It is as much devastating, it's heartfelt, arguably the best romance ever. The music in it is amazing. And I believe that came out in 2016.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, that feels like it came out like 2 years ago.
I know. It
It's
could
like
have,
almost a
yeah.
decade ago now, which is
Right,
crazy.
insane. So yeah, it's a classic,
Yeah, definitely.
masterpiece.
I can't argue that.
Yeah, so
Can't
that's my
argue
number
that.
two. But like I said, it could change with Social Network if you want. It just depends on the day. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. My number two, gonna be Interstellar. Now that is That
I did
is,
not expect that,
yeah,
Kyle.
no, that's a
Did
movie
not
there.
expect that.
That's a movie
That
there.
is a movie. I do love that movie. But number two,
Number two, man.
Matthew McConaughey,
Dude, just out there in
outer space.
space.
You can't.
Dude, just the thrill of like
Mhm.
thinking of like how real that could be. Like, oh wow, we need a guy to go find a new planet, and his daughter's like left behind. He's talking to her through the books. Love that movie. So awesome. Gets trapped through in time.
Mhm.
Start a new civilization. Find that dream planet.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't beat it, dude. Can't
You
beat
can't.
it.
You can't.
It's
It's a
like
movie that's making you think the whole time
yeah, no,
too.
and you're like, oh, they land on that freaking water planet. They're like, oh,
Mhm.
no, that, yep,
And then you
no,
get Matt Damon's character
yeah,
there. It completely changes the course of the
that's
film.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
and
no.
he doesn't even know what's going on.
Right, exactly. No, definitely.
So many plots and turns. I love it.
I wasn't expecting it.
Going
I
number
like the
two.
pick. Okay. All right, so now
You're
our
number
number one
one. Your
picks.
number one pick.
You already know where this
Um,
is going. This is, some would say, maybe a little corny, but I think it's suiting. My number one is The Breakfast Club
Comfort.
by John Hughes. Great movie. I mean, it breaks stereotypes.
It's a
It was made in
classic movie.
1985. It was ahead of its time, but we still see the stereotypes today. And it just shows you, like there's more to kids than, what those stereotypes show you. So I think it's just a classic. Another very quotable movie as well. Great screenplay. Gives you that high school nostalgia. So yeah,
Okay,
Breakfast Club.
can't argue that. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best movies ever. It's not my number one,
Yeah,
but
clearly.
my number one, already stated by legend, was his number three. It's The Social Network. We already touched on it.
Oh,
Um,
love it.
I could probably sit there and watch that movie probably for about 10 hours straight. Love that movie. It is
Mhm.
definitely a classic. And like I said, the rewatchable value, I'm big on rewatchable value. I don't want
Mhm.
to watch a movie once and be like,
Yeah, that's
I'm done
it.
with it.
I get
So,
that.
and I feel like every time I watch it, it gets better. And I also, like he said earlier, very quotable movie. It's
Very.
such an awesome movie. Very well done. Loved it. Well, all right. I think that's our
It's our personal
that yeah, that's our
favorites.
favorite. Those are
Yeah.
our favorite films. I think the next thing we're gonna get into is our favorite Leo movies, and we're gonna do let's say our top. We'll do our top three or four. I'm gonna try to guess Legends. Legends gonna try and guess mine. So, all right, let's see.
You, you want
Yeah,
me to try to guess yours?
yeah. Go ahead. Try and
Your,
guess my,
I'll
my.
try to guess your number. Are we doing three or four?
They're tied for three and four. So if you get
Okay.
one of them, I'll
All
put it
right.
there. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna guess Shutter Island.
Okay. Shutter Island is my 3/4,
Yes.
and it might be higher if it was just off the first watch,
Right.
but like once you know Shutter Island, you know Shutter Island, so there isn't much more to be said about that.
True. This is true.
All
Hey,
right, I'm
you
gonna try and guess Legends number four, and Legends number four, I'm gonna guess is Catch Me If You Can.
you would be wrong.
I would be wrong.
You would be wrong. It's
Wow,
close though.
it's close.
So Catch Me If You Can is my number three.
Your number three movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My number four would actually be the
The
Titanic.
Titanic's number four.
Yes.
I thought you might have put it behind. You're like that. You're like in love with the Titanic. You have
Yes,
this
I
little
do.
thing going on there.
But see, as you'll get to know, I'm big with the romance.
Romance, yeah, you're a romance guy.
Yeah.
You're a romance
So,
guy.
so I prefer Leah and those
Romance
romances. He
movies.
doesn't do them really anymore, but
Okay, yeah, no,
those
definitely not.
classics.
Yeah, definitely a classic.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Try and guess my other 3/4.
Okay. I'm gonna say, let's see, this one's up here. Based on conversations we've had, I'm gonna say Django Unchained.
It's not.
Damn.
It's not. My
Did it
number,
make your
it
list?
didn't make my list.
What?
It didn't
Oh
make my
my.
list. No.
This is
No.
what I was scared of.
It
This is
didn't
what I was
it
scared of.
didn't make my list.
That's a crazy take.
Um
Okay.
I'm gonna go rewatchable value here. Wolf of Wall Street. Classic.
Wow, I thought that was gonna be one for you.
No, 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 no.
I thought that
Favorite
was your
Leo movies.
favorite.
No, it's number three. It's
Okay.
number three. 3/4 with Shutter Island. The rewatchable value is there. Very well done film.
3/4. Okay.
Yeah, very well done film. Definitely rewatchable. Also very quotable. Do love that movie. But
No,
yeah,
for sure.
it's gonna come in at number three for me.
Okay.
3/4.
I respect that. All right.
So we already know your three is Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
So now for your number
Kinda give that
two,
up.
I'm gonna guess that your number two pick is Inception.
It is.
It is Inception.
Yes. Great call.
Great
It
call.
is.
Because I know what your number one is.
You do know my
I know what his number one is.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Now, do you know what my number two is, though?
I don't. I don't.
Better
You
dig
threw
deep
me all off
with the Wolf of Wall Street.
last one. Dang, number two. Number two, I'm gonna say The Departed.
Nope. Nope. Didn't make my list.
Dang.
Didn't make my top
Leo's
four.
catalog does run deep.
Yeah, didn't make my top.
Does
Didn't
run
make,
deep.
didn't make my top four. My number two is Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
Classic. Tom Hanks.
I forgot because I mentioned Catch Me If You
Yeah.
Can, so I had it out of my head.
No.
Yeah.
That
okay,
one. That
so-
one's number two.
Okay. I would have guessed that also that could have been your number one.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It definitely could have been my number one,
Okay.
but it's not. It's my number two, and I mean, my number one is the Leo
So
classic.
you have your 3 and 4 were Wolf of Wall Street and
Shutter Island.
Okay.
Number two is Catch Me If You Can.
Two is Catch Me If You Can. Okay.
Yep. And your number one is Django.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Fell off my list. Didn't
Dang.
make it.
Which is crazy.
Didn't make it.
I don't get it.
Didn't make it.
That is one of his most different and versatile roles, in my opinion. He's never played a villain. If you look at his,
Yeah,
he's
no.
always a protagonist.
He is. He's always
He's-
the main guy.
Yes. So like in Django, it's very cool to see him do something different to where he wasn't the lead.
I agree with
He's an
that.
antagonist in it, and I think he was still, at the end of the day, probably the star, the one who showed out. the
yeah, no,
most.
he definitely had a stellar
Like
performance.
Jamie Foxx was great in
Yeah.
it, but it's like
Stellar performance.
Yeah.
100%.
so that
Yeah.
disappoints me.
Yeah, no Django for me.
All right, whatever.
No Django for me. But it is a great film.
Okay.
It doesn't crack it. Doesn't crack it. Probably would go right below Shutter Island,
Okay.
but it just doesn't. I don't know. Titanic's low for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Low for me.
That's fair.
I don't know. The movie about a boat sinking that
Yeah.
we all knew sunk. I mean, I don't know.
I almost
for me.
put Romeo and Juliet over
Yeah,
Titanic.
Okay,
But I just
that would have been.
I see Titanic is also directed by James Cameron.
Yeah.
And
That's
one
your
of the
man.
biggest. It's my man.
That's your
It's my
mans.
man. It's one of the biggest box office booms ever. So like I couldn't put, even though I love Leo's Romeo, I
couldn't do it. Okay.
So
All
your number one has to be Inception.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I should have, because it wasn't your top five.
It was my top
ever,
five
so,
favorite
like,
films. It
that's
had to be. It was the only Leo film of my top five favorite films. It had to be the top on my Leo films.
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So-
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, there ain't
I
much
think
more.
that's a pretty good list.
There ain't be much more to be said. I think they're both very respectable lists, but there you can see where our tastes kind of differ.
Mhm, for sure.
For what we're kind of looking for in a movie.
Definitely.
So-
Okay. So that's it for that.
Yeah,
block.
that's it for that category.
Yeah.
Our next segment that we're going to be talking about is our top five movies of this year that have come out this year so far. In my opinion, it's been a very disappointing movie year. Maybe not for you.
No,
but
I actually do. I think quantity wise,
It's the
there wasn't
it's-
a lot of good movies.
It's the sequel and prequel year, man.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
agree.
fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
As far as original
Yeah, no.
scripts and stuff,
I
and
mean, I guess their strategy right now is just, wow, first one worked, make a second one worked, make a third. If you're
yeah,
past that, make a prequel. We're ready.
yeah,
I
that's the blueprint it seems.
Yeah, no. So, and I'm all for. I love a good movie franchise. I do, but some things just aren't meant to have
No,
franchises. So,
I agree. I agree.
all right, we're gonna get into this list a little bit. I'm gonna go first this
Yeah, go
time.
ahead. Go ahead. What's your start
Uh,
your
we're
bottom?
definitely gonna start with the
Yeah,
bottom.
start your bottom.
Bottom number five goes to Challengers. Me
Okay.
and Legend both went and saw this movie together.
Yes.
It's a great film. It's gonna come in at number five. Very well shot, I will say.
Cinematography is
Yeah,
good.
it was better than good. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Just the angles of the tennis and everything else like that. Camera on the ball, which was kind of wild to see it being
hmm
played like that. Loved that movie. It is going to go on number five. Maybe a little low, but I have
I'm
some
not
other
mad at
ones.
that.
Yeah, no, okay. We'll see. I don't know how. I know it's going to be up there for you. I know it's going to be
It's
up
yeah,
there for
you
you.
will see that again. I'm just gonna let you know.
All right, Ledge.
All
Give
right.
hit me with number five here.
So I'm gonna throw. I have like a duel. There was one I was a movie I wanted to shout out that didn't really make it, but this is gonna be my dual pick.
Okay.
So I have. It's a movie called The Greatest Hits.
Okay.
I know Kemp, I don't think has
I
seen
don't
it,
think so.
but it is a rom-drum, I will
Okay.
call it. It's pretty good. It's like it stars Lucy Boynton, and it basically ties into like time travel using music. So like
Okay.
you use music to go back in
Good
your
time.
memories, go back
Okay.
in time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The
I'm
way
gonna
they
have to check that
shot.
out.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
Great
this
movie.
have to have the Showtime feature or no?
No, no, no.
Okay,
No, no
okay, okay.
Showtime feature. No
Okay, okay,
Showtime
okay,
feature.
okay.
Yeah, regular Hulu original.
Got it.
It's on there.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
So yeah, I had to give a little shout out to that, but I'm gonna tie that in with Alien Romulus.
Went to see it last night.
Just saw it last
A
night.
little recency bias.
Little recency bias. But I do think even with a rewatch, it's gonna be better.
You think it's gonna be better?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rate it better on the second watch, honestly.
Oh, I
I
don't
think I
know.
need to
Need to digest a
yeah, I
little
need to
bit.
digest it. My
We'll
theater
see.
was a little crowded and they were
Oh, was
making a
it
lot of
busy?
noise. They were kind of messing with my experience a little bit. But I thought it was a great movie. Fede Alvarez directed it. Ridley Scott, I think, helped produce it, who made all the other Alien movies. So that's, I think, what made it so good. Kaylee Spaney was amazing in it. David Johnson as well.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be my dual kind of five.
Okay, a little dual five
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm surprised it made the list. I'm
Yeah.
surprised it made the list. But okay, I haven't seen it. I could have
Yeah,
gone last
he's
night.
probably not
I chose
gonna.
not to. I'm not an alien guy.
It's okay. It's
We'll
fine.
touch into that. We talk into horror. Legend thinks aliens like this groundbreaking thing.
It
I
is.
personally don't.
It is.
But my number four, I'm gonna stay in the horror genre. I'm gonna go with Abigail. Did you see it yet?
Ooh, I
Oh yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the other day. I finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's gonna go on number four.
yeah. I like that. I thought it
Yeah.
was really good.
Cloud's
Yeah.
last hurrah,
Angus
last film,
Cloud. That was the last film he
film he
made.
was ever
Yeah.
shot in.
Mhm.
He
Short-lived.
short lived, short lived. Spoilers, short lived.
Yeah.
He had too much screen time. They cut him off. But
Literally.
no, I thought it was a great movie. I don't know. Thought the kid did a great job
No,
in it.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know the poor kid's name. I don't
yeah. I
remember.
don't know,
But she was
but
good.
she was good.
She was
She
good.
really
And
was.
then Melissa Barrera was
Uh-huh.
great. She's scream queen
Yeah.
nowadays, I would say. So
I
I
I don't
think,
know. I really enjoyed the movie.
yeah.
I really did.
Okay.
We watched it here actually not too long ago.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watched. We did a little group watch.
One of our teammates, Kling, shout out.
Yeah, Clint,
He
shout out.
told me, yeah. He
We
told me
watched
you
it
guys
here.
watched it.
Jake Hall actually texted me he texted me what it was on so we could watch it again.
Oh.
Apparently it was
they
that
liked
good for
it.
Apparently they liked it, but
Okay.
I did enjoy it. I don't know if I would.
Favorites of the year.
Yeah.
There we go. I like it though. It
Four.
was good.
Number four. All right, Ledge.
All right, I'm gonna do my next. This is four, right?
Yep, four.
Yeah. It's gonna be Hitman.
Okay.
Richard Linklater's latest project,
Glenn
starring Glen
Powell.
Powell. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was just such a. This is the most fun movie I think on the
Uh-huh.
list. It's just a good time. Um, just Glenn Powell putting on a clinic.
Yep.
I think that's like something an actor, like a movie, they always would want to do is have be a bunch of different
Realities.
personalities. So
Yeah.
like, I thought he had a great.
And him playing the nobody role. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
like how he's
exactly.
like nobody,
Yeah.
teacher.
Nah,
Yeah.
like I ain't buying that.
No.
Yeah, no.
But just
It
him
was
coming in
great.
that role and then
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
No.
100%. He was like a awkward teacher, and he became like undercover.
Undercover, yeah,
Yeah.
trying to find people who would hire Hitman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's an
no.
interesting concept.
It was.
I
It's
think
a great
it
concept.
worked. It worked.
It definitely worked. And that's why it's my number three.
Oh, perfect segue.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's why it's my number three. I thought it was definitely a fun film. Not my most fun film of the year, but second most fun film of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I was very excited watching that movie, and it was a very fun movie. I love movies that don't make things too serious. That movie kept everything just exactly like it needed to be. So that's why it's my number three.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to number three.
Yep.
Or you were number three.
Yeah, my number three is done. Yeah.
Yeah. My number three is going to be Long Legs.
I haven't
Yeah,
had the
no,
chance yet.
you didn't get to
I'm a
see
horror
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Haven't had the chance to see it yet. Waiting for it to come out on streaming.
Long Legs was amazing. The director I was not aware of, Osgood Perkins. I really hadn't seen anything, but they did a good job with it. I thought Micah Monroe was amazing in it. She's done other horror movies. It Follows was amazing.
You thought that was amazing?
I thought it was amazing. It's a weird movie.
It's a weird film.
It was very progressive.
Okay.
Progressive horror.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. Yeah. So yeah, that and then Nicolas Cage as the antagonist was amazing.
I'm not a Nick Cage fan. I'm not.
We'll get into that another day.
I'm not a fan.
Right. But he was good as the antagonist. So yeah, Long Legs is gonna be my number three.
All right. Let's get into our number twos. My number two, staying in the horror genre. We're gonna go with The First Omen.
Okay. Well, I still need to see that. I still need to see that one.
You won't regret it. It's
yeah.
It's definitely a.
Is it on streaming?
Yeah. I think it's on Max. Yeah.
I'll have to check.
That's what I watched it on. I didn't see it in theaters. I did see it on streaming, and I did appreciate the movie. It did all the other ones justice. All the what was there, two or three? Three to start, I think. I don't know. It did the whole franchise justice. It gave a nice little start. It was pretty cool, but definitely a nice definitely gave you a nice refresher of that franchise, and I thought that they did it really well. And I feel like
I heard that, and then Evil Dead Rise was another one.
Yeah,
really good. I didn't get to
see that one yet.
Yeah,
I did get to see The First Omen, and I did appreciate it.
It was a good year for horror.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's still coming too. We got more on the way. Get into that in the next segment.
Okay. All right. So my number two. We're on number two, right?
Yeah, number two.
My number two is gonna be Challengers.
Yeah.
Which we talked about previously, the Luca Guadagnino film. I love Luca Guadagnino.
He killed it.
He also filmed Bones and All, which came out, I think, 2 years ago with Timothy Chalamet and I forget who the other lead was. But Timothy Chalamet was great in that movie. But yeah, I thought Challenge was amazing. Cinematography, as we talked about, was great. The music too.
Yeah.
The music was a little annoying at first, but it kind of
it did grow on you. You were kind of
into
every freaking.
It amped you up,
Yeah.
So you got a shot at Challengers Zendaya. Oh, Zendaya.
Big tennis guys over here too.
Yeah, big tennis guys. Yeah, we got into, or I recently got into tennis. I think Kevin.
Some background noise here. These guys suck.
Yeah. So Challengers.
It was good.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me. All right, we're gonna get into our number ones of the year so far. My number one is going to be Deadpool Wolverine. I had such a fun time in that movie. I loved it. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool will always do it for me. Getting Hugh back in the actual suit this time. I will say the plot itself wasn't the best thing ever. It really wasn't. But I really thoroughly
That is
enjoyed the
your
movie.
number one.
That's my number one of the year so far that I've seen. I was so excited to go see. It was my most anticipated movie of the year, and it delivered in every way for me. I loved every second of it. I'm
Okay.
surprised it didn't even touch your.
No, I
It,
did not think it was top five
you didn't
worthy.
think it was top five worthy of
I
this
could
year?
argue top 10 worthy.
Stop. That's my number
We saw Deadpool and Wolverine together as
together.
well. I did like it. I liked it for what it was. I thought it was a very fun movie. As we talked about, it's nice to, see a fun
Fun
film. But
film.
like, I'm sorry, it's just,
What's your problems with this here, huh?
dude, it's just like too. It's
Yeah.
too. I don't know. The comedy was just a little too. What do
Too
they call it?
forced, you
Fourth
think?
wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know,
Uh,
man. It didn't crack it for me. I did like it though. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 on
yeah.
Letterboxd.
The soundtrack I thought was good.
Soundtrack was great. The
The
bye
fight
bye
scenes
bye
were
intro
good.
scene.
The fight scenes were
Fight scenes were
good.
good. The cameos were really good as
It was
well.
everything I wanted from the
Okay.
Deadpool
All
movie. And it delivered.
right.
That was my most anticipated, and it delivered, in my opinion.
Okay. I respect that. All right.
All right, let's get with your number one movie of the year so far.
All right. My number one. I don't think it's any surprise. I think most film bros out there would agree. Um, Dune Part Two, which I know we talked about the year of sequels. This is a sequel, but this is not just any sequel, folks. Dune Part Two is a classic and will be a classic as time goes on. Denis Villeneuve did a great job with this movie. I know a lot of people were a little worried after, the first one. It was really good, but it was a little slow. A lot of people didn't mess with the first one, and then the second one, I think he really brings that juice.
Loaded cast.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
loaded cast.
Loaded
Yeah,
cast. Never seen it.
what we got: Timothy, Florence Pugh, Austin Butler, Zendaya, of course. The list goes on. It was just amazing,
Yeah.
and I think Timothy. I don't know if it's his best film or not, but I think it could be his best acting because he does play like kind of a two-way set
Yeah.
as far as characters. But yeah, I think
Never seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it. I haven't seen the first or the second. It's probably my biggest flaw right
it's
now in
okay.
my game.
We'll get it.
It's the
Yeah,
chink in my armor right now.
for sure.
Too
But it's
busy
all
watching
right.
Game of Thrones to watch Dune right
He
now.
has been. I need to get on Game of Thrones as well. But he has started, and on
I'm
his
like,
pace, he's gonna finish.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like halfway through season 2 right now.
Who are you binging it with?
Me and Brockett.
Shout out
Shout out
Brockett.
Brockett.
Shout out Brockett.
Double Shane. Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. Ready to go.
Shane
Shane and
sandwich.
Shane. Ready to go. But yeah, no, I will have to watch Dune 1 and 2. Never wanted to watch Dune 1. Heard it was like the slowest movie of all time. Apparently Dune 2 delivered, so in order
Yeah.
for me to watch Dune 2, I'm gonna need to watch Dune 1. So I guess I'm gonna have
The
to
visuals in Dune 2 are just unbelievable.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to really start to I guess I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
But those are our top 5 movies of the year.
Top five.
And I think we only have one last
One
segment.
segment left.
One last segment.
Our last segment will be our most anticipated movies moving forward. I think we're trying to keep it around this, like,
I
the
did
rest
it
of
in
this
the rest
year.
of this year.
Yeah.
You have some ones that
I have a few that are
flow into the next year, and
indeed.
that's definitely not an issue. But
No, yeah.
yeah, no.
I feel like we'll share at least one.
I I hope so.
I think we will.
I hope we share at
If
least
I'm
two.
correct, I think there's one on your list that.
I hope we share two.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to start?
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I didn't really order these, but I guess I can order these. My number 5 of my most anticipating movies moving forward for the rest of this year is going to be Smile 2.
Ooh, I almost put that on my list.
The marketing last time, they probably should have put more money into the budget for the movie
Yeah.
instead of the marketing. Because this movie was marketed everywhere. You saw people popping up in stadiums with that creepy ass smile.
Yeah.
I don't personally think they should have made a second one. I'm very
But the
interested to see.
trailer does
Yeah, no, I'm interested to
look.
see.
I like the direction they're going. I don't think there should have been a second one, but I think the second one could be just as good.
You'll see with my list that I don't know. There's a lot of bust or like diamond potential here. Like a
Mhm.
lot of these can be really good movies, or a lot of them can kind of flop. I could see Smile 2 flopping, but I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm very excited to watch it. I did like the first one.
We
I
have
did,
a familiar face. Naomi Scott is the lead of Smile
yeah.
2. She's been in what Charlie's Angels, Lemonade
Uh-huh.
Mouth, Power Rangers, something. She's been in a few other things, but she's a really good
Yeah.
actress, so that's promising.
No, it is promising, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know. I'm excited. That's my number five most anticipating film moving forward is definitely Smile 2. I'm excited to watch that go
The
down.
sequel.
Yeah, the
This,
sequel. Year of sequel here.
again, yeah. I have a few on my list as well. Sequels,
Me
just to
too.
let you know. So my number five, also didn't number mine, but I'm gonna go with it. My number five, I'm gonna go Joker 2.
Okay, number five.
Ollie Do, I think you pronounce it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just put Joker 2 on mine. It is
Yeah.
on my list.
Yeah. Okay. See, okay. So we have one shared. So yeah.
I'll let you talk about it now, and I'll give why I put it
Yeah,
on
I'll
my
just
list
make a
coming up.
few
Yeah, you make
points and
some
then
points, and I'll make some more points later. I just
yeah.
won't touch on this one just yet.
Yeah, no, Joaquin Phoenix obviously won Best Actor for the first Joker, so I think we have to be a little excited for the sequel just because I'm sure he's gonna do another great job with the second one. And then we have the addition of Lady Gaga as Harley
Harley Quinn.
Quinn, which I think that could be a hit or a miss.
Yep.
I'm not quite confident in it, but I don't think it's gonna break the movie, even if she isn't that good. I don't think she's gonna be as involved as we think, but it's a musical. So I think that's a
That's a make or
very
break
different
type of
direction. That is
category
a
there.
different direction, but I do think it could work. It's almost like an evil La La Land.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
giving.
Okay.
Evil,
You're
yeah.
praying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
praying. Yeah.
Got it. Got
So
it. Got
yeah,
it.
that's gonna be my number five.
You're number five.
Yeah.
My number four. I'm gonna go with the new Venom that's coming out.
Wow. I don't know what is it, 3 now?
Yeah, I believe so.
The Last Dance.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think Tom Hardy has actually killed this character. Like he's
I
done
agree.
so good. I think Sony is the worst production office of all time. But I'm very excited because I do love Tom Hardy as Venom. I've loved every movie, even though they have been terrible. Some of them have been so bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think the first Venom's very good.
Yeah, I thought it was too. The
Second
Carnage
one
one,
had good things
but
about
it
it,
was
but
it wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a good movie. Great character. Love
Mhm.
Tom Hardy playing Venom. I think he does a great job, and I'm very excited to see the direction they go. Just because, I mean, I don't know. Sony can really destroy movies, so I'm very.
They can. They have shown.
That's why it's
So.
very That's why I'm very anticipatory about it. Is because I don't know. Like I said, a lot of my list is a lot of flop potential here because I'm very excited. One of my things is if I hate a movie, if I hate a franchise, I'm gonna go and watch it because I have to know.
It's
I have to
fair.
know.
Yeah, you can't just go with what the crowd.
Yeah, no, I have to know for
Yeah,
myself. I can't go with public opinion. Like a lot of people didn't like the Marvels. I went and watched the Marvels.
I didn't mind the Marvels. It wasn't my favorite, but I thought it was good.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. A lot of people
Some
was
was
like, "This
better
is
at
terrible."
Phase 5.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. All right, Ledge, what's your number four gonna
Number
be here?
four. My number four is gonna be. It's the movie that's coming out next week. Actually, it's called Blink Twice.
Oh yeah.
It's with Zoe Kravitz is the director and Channing Tatum starring. So it's like kind of I think they're together in real life. So they collabed with that one. It just looks interesting. I don't even really know like the plot very well. It looks very weird. I think it's giving little culty like vibes to it.
Yeah, I
They
saw
have
the
all these
trailer.
people in like a resort hotel and like they think it's like paradise, but really I think there's a lot more going on.
That might be that might be a little squad movie. You might have to go see.
Hey,
I didn't have it on my list, but I'm also I do see that being very exciting. So that was your number four, right?
Number four.
Well, number three is going to be Joker 2. I think Gaga is going to be the worst Harley Quinn we've ever seen.
Yeah.
and I personally think the movie's gonna flop. I don't think that.
Mm,
I don't know. The first time was
I
crazy. First time I've ever wanted to leave a movie theater in my life. It made me. I loved it, but it made me want to leave the movie theater.
right,
It had me
yeah.
just freaked out.
It was like anxiety, like
Yeah,
anxiety,
like
yeah.
it really like struck me, and I loved it. I loved Joker 1. Joaquin did a great job.
Hmm.
Joker 2, I don't know. I don't think you can say it, but I think Gaga's performance is gonna.
So you do think it's
I think it's
be
gonna
a
make or
make or
break the
break?
movie. I
Okay,
think,
so that's
and
where we differ. I
I
think
think her
even
vocals will be good because it is a
for
musical. She's
sure.
gonna sing. She's very talented. I don't see her acting worth a lick at all, and
Nah,
I see her destroying this movie.
I
So
don't think she's a good actress.
yeah, I
A
don't
Star
either.
is Born is great, but she's playing basically herself.
Yeah,
She's, like
yeah,
she's literally like just becoming a singer.
yeah.
And I
That's
mean, it's
it.
great, and it was a remake, so like it wasn't even an original
Yeah.
story. So
So
like,
I don't know. I personally think she's gonna flop that movie.
yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, Lige, what's your number three here?
Number three. My number three here is going to be. We knew this is coming. This isn't. I don't think this comes out. This doesn't come out later this year.
Yeah,
I think it's next
next
year.
year.
But Avatar 3, the title is just announced, Fire and Ash.
Okay.
Okay.
I will be there in attendance to watch it. I will be.
Oh, you will? Okay. Yeah, you will.
I
You've
will.
seen him. He has seen both of them, but
I'm not a fan.
he's not keen on
Not a
it.
fan. Not a fan.
I mean, James Cameron, in my opinion, still hasn't missed
The stuff he
with
does is
anything.
cool. The
Yeah.
stuff he does is
With
cool.
anything he comes out with. So like
Stop.
as much as I wouldn't want another movie of Avatar, it's like I'm not gonna be mad because he hasn't missed.
Well, they set up for like a whole like 8 movies. So
That's yeah. I'll be curious to see if that's still like
I don't know, man. We'll see.
but yes, so Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, Zoe Saldana, love her as Neytiri. Love her.
Most mid franchise of all time, in my opinion.
All right,
It's
well, we
not.
didn't need that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry.
We didn't
It
need
is.
that.
That was your three?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my three.
That was your three. I totally get from you why that would be your three. For me, that would never even come close to touching my list. But
Okay,
um,
whatever.
and I'm on number two now. Yeah, whatever. That's what that movie makes me feel. Whatever.
Oh,
I see Avatar out. Whatever. I guess I'll just see it. Something to do.
you see it, bro. You know it's good. That's why
Stop.
you see it.
Stop. Okay. My number two, Beetlejuice. The new Beetlejuice.
That's a great pick.
Left it off
I
your list.
left it off my list.
Wow.
I
That's
actually
sad.
am excited for that movie. I didn't
I
think
am
of
so
Beetlejuice.
excited. I think this movie is going. I think it's going to be better than the original, in my opinion.
Wow.
I do. The original's
Do you think
classic.
it's because Jenna Ortega is in it? Or
No,
you just think the story can truly
I just
be
feel like
better?
I don't know. They're going to do it. I feel like with modern equipment, it's
Mhm.
just going to be done so much better. I don't feel like they're going to stray too much from the original path. I
Mhm.
think it's going to be its own movie, but I also feel
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like all the good things the old movie did, I feel like this movie can and will do better just because of the updated stuff. So like if they did an updated Gremlins movie, I also feel like it
Yeah, for
would go
sure.
crazy. I don't know. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be a hit.
I think that's a sequel that could work as a Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
That's
no.
an example of like, yeah, we could bring that back and make it better.
I mean, dude, it's
Yeah.
been so long. Like when
Yeah.
things have gone on so long, then you can kind of get back to that. But
100%. Michael Keaton.
I don't think when my number one comes, I don't think you're gonna be ready. But we'll see what your
Okay.
number two is.
All right. My number two is I'm between. I have a few on here. I could put it. Dude, my number two is Gladiator 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm between a few here, but I think that's my number two. Paul Mescal has been an actor that I've been watching for the last few years now. He's been doing great. After Sun's like starting to become one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
He was also in what was the one shit? Normal People. Great TV show on Hulu. Yeah, love that. And then who else is in
I
Gladiator?
didn't pose this to be on your list.
No, I am. I'm very interested in Gladiator too. Yeah.
I didn't pose this to be on your list.
Yeah.
I didn't see
And
this one coming, like at all. I didn't
no,
think this would even come close to touching your list.
I mean,
I didn't see you as that type of guy. I didn't see you as the
They
medieval type
aren't.
of
I'm
guy.
not, but Gladiator is an exception.
Okay.
It's its own thing.
Okay. I can't argue because it is my number one most anticipated
Ah,
movie
great save, great
coming this
save.
year because
Okay, is that the one you didn't think
I
that
didn't
was?
yeah, because I didn't even think you would even
No, Gladiator. Yeah, especially once I saw the images, I was like,
yeah, this could
dude, this
be
looks legit. That
yeah.
Denzel's in it too, I
Uh-huh.
believe, in the new one.
It
There's
the first one's a classic.
yeah,
The
right.
first one's a classic. I
Um,
don't know. I get worried when they start touching classics.
no,
But
for sure. But this looks
no,
promising.
it definitely looks promising. I'm very
Mm.
excited. That's why it is definitely my most anticipated film. It's just because of how much they can do with it, and I'm very excited. I feel like the cast was done well, and I feel like they're gonna. I don't know. I feel like that one's not gonna like. I don't feel like that one even has missed potential. I feel like it has like mid potential and high
Mhm.
potential. There's a low floor with
No,
that movie. I
100%.
don't think it can literally. I don't think it can be bad.
I don't think it can be either. I mean, there's so much you can do
It's
with
either going to
it.
be okay or it's going to be great. There is no. I don't think it's going to like have flop potential.
No,
I feel like it could do some box office numbers,
I
honestly.
definitely could. And it comes out the same weekend as my next pick.
Oh no, I think your next
And
pick's in trouble then.
my number one. We are at number one, correct?
Yeah, we're at our number
My
one
number
too.
one is Wicked.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Wicked might be in
Wicked,
some
the
box
movie,
office trouble.
which I don't understand how you would think that because it is the most popular
It
musical
is.
ever. It's like you don't think
No,
people are gonna want to see that movie?
not over Gladiator 2.
And Ariana Grande is playing Glinda. I mean, that's getting the Arianators, they call them, to the
I did
theater
not
alone.
expect Wicked, a
Yes.
musical, to be on your list
I
here.
watched Wicked in New York.
Oh,
I watched the
fun
musical.
fact here, quick
Yes.
fact.
When I went to New York, I watched Wicked. It was amazing. And yeah,
Is there
they
bus
made
potential here?
no bus
There's no bus
potential. No
potential.
bus potential. It
No
looks
flop potential.
no, I don't think they would make this movie like even having a inkling that it would be a
So
bus.
you're gonna have like split movies here, or this is a double little. This could be a little Barbenheimer type thing here.
It could be, yes. They've already been talking about names, I think,
Yeah,
for it,
yeah,
but
no, that could
there's
be
just
a little
nothing.
Barbenheimer type thing there, because you're gonna
So
have
that's
husband
them
and
getting,
wives really,
yeah,
really talking about where they want to go,
yeah.
Gladiator
You're
or
wicked. Two
Wicked.
completely different movies,
Yeah,
just
no,
like Oppenheimer
Hammer
and
and
Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah. So,
So you're gonna see a lot of I don't know. That was I'm happy
yeah,
that you ended with that because that is such a different perspective.
yeah,
You're a
right.
music type of guy though,
I
and I
am.
respect it.
I am.
I mean, it is a great premise. So
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
it
I
is a
think,
great premise.
and in today's age with like the visuals and
But
everything
yeah,
out there, I
no,
think
they're gonna
they'll
do
do a great job.
what Opal City is that what it is? The city
Is that
they're
what it is?
there in? I
Opal?
think it's Opal, but
Isn't it Emerald?
Emerald City.
Emerald
There we
City.
go. Yeah, because it's green. What the
Yeah.
hell? What the hell was I
It's
thinking? Opal's
okay.
like blue.
He's
Yeah.
mixing up his stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
no.
It's not.
It's okay.
It's
It's
like
okay.
Opal.
Opal, no, no, Emerald City.
I believe that's my birthstone in Opal.
Opal.
October, I think.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. That's I don't know my birthstone.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not
Yeah.
like a
That I feel like that
cool thing.
yeah,
But no,
apparently it
but
is. Legend knows what his birthstone is. It must be pretty cool. I guess I'm gonna have to do some research.
yeah.
Next episode, I guess I'm gonna have to bring 5 facts about my birthstone.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I think that's a great way to end episode one. I feel like we touched on some great things. We're definitely gonna get into some better categories. Like I said, this was a little feeler. We went with some classics here,
Mhm.
just to get a little bit of who we are, the type of movies we like.
Yeah, a little intro.
Yeah. So I think that was a great way to leave this off, and I feel like yeah, did pretty well here. I like what
Yeah.
we like what we're doing. So
So yeah, I'm Legend.
I'm Shane.
And
This
we
yeah,
are.
well, we're gonna have to cut it.
Ended it.
End it, cut it.
You want to end it again?
Yeah, yeah, we can maybe we can add it back on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Legend.
I'm Shane.
And
We
we
are
are the
Film
Film
Junkie
Junkie
Pod.
Pod.
All right,
Yeah.
out of here.